You open your eyes. You feel the heavy cotton of the blankets. You push yourself up out of bed, and you check the clock. Everything feels entirely normal, until you notice the numbers on the clock are glowing in alien symbols, and you realize you are actually still asleep. So you force your eyes open for real. You wake up again, and you take a deep breath. But the light coming through the window is hitting the floor from an impossible angle. You haven't escaped at all. Movies and television have taught us to think of this experience as a physical maze. They picture the subconscious as a series of architectural layers, with dreams nested neatly inside of one another like Russian dolls. But neuroscientists have found that the brain does not possess the physical architecture to stack one dream state underneath another. Rather than traveling through separate layers, the sleeping brain is failing to cleanly switch between REM imagery and the expectation of waking. It is a transition where one state blends into the next without the mind noticing the switch. When you think you are trapped inside a dream within a dream, you are actually experiencing what researchers call a false awakening. This is simply a consecutive sequence of distinct dreams that share the exact same theme: waking up. These sequences usually happen during late-stage REM sleep. REM, or rapid eye movement sleep, is the phase of the sleep cycle where your brain's visual and emotional systems are highly active and capable of rapidly rendering vivid environments. But while those visual centers are running at full speed, your prefrontal cortex is mostly powered down. The prefrontal cortex is the region of the brain responsible for logical reasoning and monitoring your surroundings for inconsistencies. Because that logical monitor is offline, your brain constructs a highly convincing replica of your bedroom, and you simply accept it as real. You don't pause to question why the door leads elsewhere, or why the walls changed color. Your brain acts as a prediction machine. If you are dealing with stress, severe sleep deprivation, or anxiety about your alarm clock, your mind anticipates that event. It rehearses the act of waking up, because waking up is the very next thing it expects to happen. You aren't plumbing the hidden depths of your subconscious. Your internal rendering engine is just misfiring, aggressively predicting a morning routine before your physical body has cleared the sleep cycle. This timeline shows false awakenings unfolding chronologically. Why do we remember waking out of one dream and into another? Because sleep memory is highly unstable. Consecutive events blur together. Upon waking, your conscious mind retroactively stacks the chaotic timeline, forcing a coherent story. That visceral sensation of escaping one dream layer to enter another is essentially a filing error. Your waking mind actively edits your memories to force order onto a completely disorganized experience. Most dreams evaporate the moment you step out of bed, but false awakenings tend to stick with us, haunting our memories for years after they happen. This happens because of two potent memory anchors. The first is surprise. The exact moment you realize you never actually woke up triggers a sharp spike in cognitive arousal, which acts as a powerful catalyst to encode that moment permanently. The second anchor is location. Because the simulation perfectly mimics the layout of your actual bedroom, your brain physically tethers this bizarre experience directly to the waking environment where you spend every night. Beyond the mechanics of sleep, these nightly glitches demonstrate how the brain builds a sense of certainty using only a few familiar signals. A handful of sensory details, a familiar wall, a remembered sound, the idea of morning, provide enough information for the brain to build an entire believable world. The next time you snap awake from a vivid dream and pause for a fraction of a second, wondering if you are really out, analyze the small details of the room around you. That brief hesitation is your brain recalibrating, checking signals to ensure the world matches reality. It shows how easily the mind borrows certainty from imagination when our sensory data is incomplete.